Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump essentially stopped them from indicting him on classified data. He did so, and this might seem counterintuitive, but he did so with the audio recording that they think is the holy grail of intent. They couldn't find intent. The Honorable James Comey couldn't find intent when Madam Secretary had servers for 4 years that were secret, that President Obama didn't even know about. Yeah, right. Of course he knew. But how do you service and run computer servers outside of the United States government and siphon and transfer top secret classified data for 4 years onto servers running outside the U.S. government without the firewalls or protection of government servers? But Trump has a secret recording that he knew he was being recorded on, talking about a document, a classified document, not on servers, not on his cell phone, not any, sort of transferring of emails, classified data from secure government locations onto outside unsecured networks outside the U.S. government. It's not even possible from a cybersecurity perspective to even make that happen. But anyway, what Trump did is he once again led the Keystone Cops of morally superior, highly educated liberal Democrats on a wild goose chase. The interesting thing about Trump is that he always knows that he's being recorded. When he's probably outside certain rooms in Mar-a-Lago or certain places, he knows that somebody could have a tape recorder or a recording device. Sorry, I'm dating myself, but a recording device. And he knows that when people are writing a book, so the secret audio recording, you can look right now, Rolling Stone, Trump's team can't find the classified doc he talked about on tape. So what? We don't even know if it was classified after he declassified it. So if he declassified it as president and it was once classified, that could be what he meant. Trump oftentimes speaks in a hyperbolic manner, in hyperbole. So it could have once been classified. He could have declassified it. He had the right to declassify it as president. He was negotiating a transfer of the documents that he had with the Justice Department. The Justice Department did not have to raid the home utilizing the Federal Bureau of Investigation. That's complete nonsense. He has every right to go through his attorneys, just like Clinton did, just like Bill and Hillary did. He has every right to do so. They said, well, he wasn't complying. Then they say, well, Biden was complying. You have Hunter, who possibly repackaged classified data to facilitate shady business transactions. Okay, and that's linked to possible graft and bribery, and that'll be the reason that Biden is impeached. But here, if you look at the focus on an audio tape, he's almost sending investigators, the special counsel, into a region of the investigation that will lead to nothing. And so he has them almost like waste their time. If Trump is on tape talking about a classified document that he has, you don't know if it's classified, number one. It could have been declassified because he had the power to do so as president, number two. Number three, maybe, possibly, it actually serves the purpose of what he's talking about, meaning a top general that that opposed him was doing something wrong or lying about something. So oftentimes what's lost in the mix is that Trump is actually telling the truth, God forbid, just like when he said he didn't work with the Kremlin, although you had Democrats lying every single day, stating that he did, that he could have, that there was, oh my God, we have to investigate forever. We have all this evidence. There was never a shred of evidence. Not even a shred of evidence. It was just high to moderate confidence assessments from people that despise Trump. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Not many people are going to talk about the high to moderate confidence assessments on these intelligence reports. You can read the ODNI and DHS report. They're online. So hit subscribe to read my writing on The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, and other publications. Go to hagoodman.com. My Patreon is below. A super thanks is below, also next to the like and the share buttons. Ladies and gentlemen, they need to prove that they don't need to prove intent, actually. So if he had classified data, they could have arrested him. The problem is that Clinton had classified data, not only in her computer servers, but in Uma Abedin's computer, which is why James Comey wrote the letter right before 2016. They found classified data all over the place. Born classified, and then they lied all the time. They said they never received anything marked classified, anything originally classified. They were lying all the time. The Washington Post didn't run a tally of their lies. The classified data issue is the following. They didn't indict Clinton. They can't indict Trump on owning a classified document because Clinton owned hundreds of classified records on unsecured servers, okay? Outside the U.S. government. It was a cybersecurity nightmare, a national security nightmare. And it was a criminal act, obviously, but they didn't want to indict Clinton. They can't indict Trump on anything classified. So he's probably trying to lead them astray and trying perhaps some way to ruin their attempt at getting him on obstruction. But he didn't obstruct anything because he was cooperating with both the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Department of Justice. When people say that he didn't cooperate, they're lying. It is not true. Donald Trump did cooperate. He was just using his attorneys. When they say he tried to overturn democracy, he was using his attorneys. When they say that he had tax issues, he was using his accounting firm and attorneys. Trump does everything through like major law firms or major lawyers, big lawyers, very competent lawyers. That's why the indictment in New York was like a fiasco. Even Democrats are like, oh, nothing's going to happen. Then you have an article in the Independent in UK. Is Donald Trump going to prison? That's what this is all about. Donald Trump will never go to prison. There's a greater chance that Hunter or Joe or Hillary or Bill do. And Hillary or Bill are never going to go to prison. Hunter, possibly. Joe, unlikely, but possibly also. Because the Clintons are very good at doing corrupt things, but also doing them with the help of, let's say, loyalists in government, media, and also the law. So they'll reside within a murky this region of purgatory, or this gray area within the law. Biden doesn't even do that. He just committed crimes almost certainly with Hunter. They don't have the pull. The Bidens don't have the pull that Bill and Hillary do. They don't have the loyalty or allegiance within the U.S. government or media. So when they're out of office and Trump does regain the Oval Office, because he is on pace to regain the Oval Office, okay? If you've lasted this long, I'm meeting people all the time who voted for Biden who are now going to vote for Trump. I'm meeting people all the time, okay? And that's with the 24/7 negative, apoplectic, hysterical, never-ending media coverage talking about how Trump is the end of the universe. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. He's not going to get indicted. The recordings only serve to help Trump, not hurt him. Give me your thoughts. Hit subscribe, right? And I'll be back in an hour. Be here in about 2 hours.